Welcome back to another episode of Get Good. My name is Ian. Happy New Year to you all. This is the first episode of 2023, and then I want to start with a topic that is related to productivity, especially in computer use. So today's topic is get good at using your computer. Okay, so first trick that I want to talk about is, now remember, some of these tricks I'm sure some of you are already using, but if you're not, do consider how these tricks that I'm recommending to you, just imagine how they can help you in your day-to-day life. First trick I'll talk about is monitors. Multiple monitors especially. So in this picture, you can see there's 3 monitors in front of the staff. It looks very professional. Well, it turns out it's not just for show. There's actual functionality of having such setup. Imagine using one monitor where you can only have one window maximized at one time. You could do a split screen. Windows 11 supports like split screen, and that's fine. But I still find it a little bit tiny. And if you prefer to work on a full screen application like me, then you'll find yourself minimizing something, maximizing something, minimizing something, and maximizing something. And that's not too efficient. So what I like to do is set up 2 monitors side by side. So you can set it up vertically or you can set it up horizontally. For me personally, 2 horizontal monitors, they're all I need. In this example, one monitor is vertical. In some applications, they will require vertical monitors. Like for example, if you're working on a very long Excel spreadsheet, vertical monitors will do a better job. If you read a lot of PDFs, well, having a large enough screen will basically let you see the entire document in one go without you scrolling, side scrolling, vertically scrolling. And it's a big plus in terms of efficiency. I personally like horizontal screen, so I can browse 2 different websites at the same time, and I can have my document on one side as well. Monitors on a laptop computer is very small, so I recommend getting an external monitor. When you first plug your monitor into your laptop, most laptops will come with an HDMI connection. You just pop it right in. You may have to go into settings, your Windows settings, and under display, you can find multiple displays. In red there, I've circled extend these displays. So you can work on 2 monitors at the same time. There's another option called duplicate these displays. That means you're duplicating your monitor number 1 to your monitor number 2. And that's fine too. For people who are working on a very tiny laptop screen like a 13-14 inch, they sometimes just want to duplicate the screen so they can focus on now the bigger screen, the external monitor, instead of their primary smaller size monitor. And the choice is entirely up to you whether you want to duplicate it or extend it. With extended monitors, you can do something what this picture is showing you, like work on 2 different screens at the same time, browse your web on one side, watch a movie on the other. That's a very common practice. And first tip here, multiple monitors. Some of the folks here at the office, they use 3 monitors too. That's also a possibility if your graphics card supports it. So remember, it's all based on your graphics card or if your laptop has that many external ports to support monitors. Second trick I want to talk about is keyboards. Yes, this is a keyboard. Nobody actually thought about keyboards that much. Keyboards are nice. People just type on it, but not all keyboards are created equally. Some keyboards are actually nicer to press on. Laptop keyboards are probably the hardest thing for me to type on. I never feel comfortable with a laptop keyboard, so I always have an external keyboard to type on. And while you're at an extension keyboard, well, there are different types of keyboards. There are these mechanical keyboards that are very loud. They do feel very comfortable when you press a key. In fact, they are very responsive in terms of the moment you press down on a key to the moment they come up to bounce back on. Most of the traditional keyboards that comes with your computer that you purchase will be the cheaper type keyboard, and they have a thin layer of rubber underneath, and then this thin layer of rubber is sometimes causing a delay and it doesn't register your key that well. For mechanical keyboards, for example, they don't have that problem. The responsiveness is very fast, and overall it feels very snappy when you type on a mechanical keyboard. It's as if I want to type more if you have a mechanical keyboard. So do look into it. The only thing is, the downside of mechanical keyboards are they're loud and they're more expensive. You can get a cheaper mechanical keyboard for about $40-$50, but I tell you that's well worth the price. And the special thing about mechanical keyboard, it's their spring action. So the moment you press on it, it bounces right back up. And the best part is you don't even have to press all the way down. Like these traditional keyboards, like you have to press all the way down and it registers with the rubber hits the circuitry, then it registers the keys. But these ones, you just slightly press the key a little bit, it will register the key press just like that. Very, very convenient, very responsive. I find my productivity increased by a little bit just by switching out to a mechanical keyboard. Next, I want to talk about is lighting. A lot of people don't realize how important lighting is at your workstation. So this is not directly a computer tip, but more of a workstation tip. If you have a workstation like this, yeah, this is an old typewriter, of course, working on that one, you're gonna feel like very tired, and it's gonna be really poor lighting for a Zoom call, for example, because we're still having a lot of hybrid meetings. Zoom is part of it, and if you have poor lighting, people cannot see you. Rather, you should have something that's brighter, a bright area with sunlight coming out from the side. It's very nice. And usually using the natural lighting is enough for your Zoom calls or any of your conference calls. And overall, it just brings in that energy from all around you. So keeping a desktop area like this, it's good for both your Zoom calls and your productivity and your mental health. Now, for those of you who's doing content creation of a sort, you definitely need a lot of lights. So you need lights from all around you, and sometimes people are fancy enough to have different color LEDs. You don't need to be fancy. I personally enjoy the natural light, but if you're doing a podcast, for example, a recording of some sort at night, then you need proper lighting. And there are lights that you can invest in. These are maybe $40, $50 lights that you can use, and you can put it on your desk, and they provide enough lighting for you so that you can record or conduct your virtual conference calls. So do think about investing a few dollars in these equipment, and they will definitely up your game a little bit. Okay, so at this point, I'll stop here. Today is a shorter session, and Get Good will be the last Thursday of every month. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all next month. Bye now.